Hi, my name is Mark Watkins with Operator Solutions Hub, and I want to take a minute to just share the journey and the evolution of how performance reviews grew and improved over time at the Chick-fil-A where I previously worked. I want to give this as an example of how maintaining a continuous improvement mindset in your organization can help improve your team, improve your systems, and just help your overall operations. And I think that continuous improvement mindset is important and should be at the heart of every system that you implement. When I came to this Chick-fil-A, there were no processes in place, no formal performance review process or system. No leader had ever received a performance review. Leaders had never given a performance review. And so I felt it was a significant gap and began to develop a comprehensive plan that I rolled out for performance reviews on all levels, for team members all the way to directors. And just wanted to introduce this to help the organization grow. Really at the heart of a performance review system is the desire to make the team better, to make our leaders and team members better, and do that through regular feedback. So we implemented a semi-annual performance review system for everyone, regardless of their role. However, we did create forms for each of the roles. We had a specific one for trainees that they received on 30, 60, 90-day rhythm. We had one for front house and back house team members because their roles are distinct. We started out initially with one leadership form for team leaders and managers. And so then the system to implement to deliver these included identifying where in the cloud we would store the blank documents, the process for pulling those down, renaming them, creating a draft, submitting that to receive feedback, actually delivering the review, and then storing the final review for a permanent record. Once we had that system in place, then we created an ability to identify who would receive or who was due to receive either a semi-annual or annual review each month on a rolling basis. And we would provide this list to the leaders. This list would include who's due the review, their hire date, their review period. We also rolled into this process a formal pay audit. So when a team member is due a review, we would audit whether or not they were due a pay increase. And so before we could actually implement it, though, we needed to calibrate and train our leaders on how to deliver a performance review because, as I mentioned, no one had ever done one. So this included going over the process, modeling the process, monitoring the leader's delivery of the performance reviews until we felt that each leader was calibrated. And so after we rolled it out, we continued to ask for feedback. We were looking to update and improve the system along the way. We wanted to make it as good as it could be. And one of the things we received initially was just the idea that team leaders and managers' roles are pretty distinct. And so we split that out into two separate reviews. And we also had this role called a coordinator, which helped area leaders. And we decided to create a supplement for that role to help give that person feedback on the things that were specific to that coordinator position. And then once we had everything in place and all team members had received at least one review, we rolled out a director review. This was much more comprehensive and took longer to develop. But by the time it was fully implemented, even our top leaders had received a performance review. And we just continued to seek feedback. The leaders were gracious to provide very helpful feedback. This included making our 90-day review optional for trainees. It included consolidating some of the measurements on the form and just allowing us to make sure that we're going forward efficiently, but also in the best way possible. Recently, towards the end of this time, we had a summit, which is a one-day event where we talk with leaders about various things. And during that time, we had a recalibration just to revisit the importance of the reviews, to let leaders ask questions, to review some of the changes that we had made. But it was a very good conclusion to the development of the system, and it just reinforced the importance of having that continuous improvement mindset for both our leaders and the development of our team. So I would encourage you to regularly assess your systems, make sure that you're providing or seeking out adequate feedback so they can improve. And this is just one example of how a system can be continuously improved and updated. If you're interested in OSH helping you evaluate some opportunities for continuously improving your systems, please reach out. There's a link below. You can go to our website, find out more about OSH, and also schedule a call and talk to us about how we might could add value to what you're doing. Thank you.